Welcome with Tea Time with Kitty. I'm giving you everyone a second to get logged in. It's not quite 5:11 yet. We have about a minute, and then we'll be going on into today's topic. Today's topic will be is it time to travel? On yesterday, it was National Travel Day. So we're going to do a little bit of talking about traveling. And while we're talking about traveling, we're going to also go into inflation and how things are looking as it relates to gas and food. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. So welcome to Tea Time with Kitty. And let's see, who do we have out there today? Hi, sis. Welcome. And we're going to get started in about one more minute to give a few more people. I said, thank you for loving the hat. I had got this hat because, for my little cousin's funeral, the colors was red and black. So I had got this hat. I don't know how often I'll be able to wear it, but I said, let me throw this hat on for tea time. Thank you. So let's see. We got about 30 more seconds. And just want to let everyone know in case they're unable to log in to or type on the message chat. You can always send your message to me at 202-758-8941. And it's 5:12, so we'll get started. Okay. So I don't know if you were aware of it, but the United States or social media or whoever it may be, always have hey Donald, always have different national days. So on yesterday, it was National Travel Day. So they talked a bit about traveling. Hey, one day. So they talked about traveling. So we're going to be talking about traveling today. We're going to want to know, are you ready to travel? And the one thing they pointed out a lot when they talked about travel, National Travel Day on yesterday, is I like the fact that they said, hey, Shamika, that you don't have to focus on traveling far. You ready to go? Okay. You don't have to focus on traveling far. You don't have to focus on traveling expensive, but just to get away. So I want to make sure that our mindset is there because we all know that, lots of people have been out of work, hours have changed, pay has changed, other obligations. So people may not have the funds available to just do that really big trip, like to Dubai, places like that. But that shouldn't stop you from taking your down the road road trip with the family. I know with my dad, I would never forget. We was on a family trip on a road trip, and we pulled over to a rest stop. I guess I was probably about 7 years old, I'm thinking. And we pulled over to a rest stop, and it was like Roy Rogers and all these things lined up. So I'm getting excited. Hey, sis, because I didn't travel a lot as a child like my children travel. So, it was a big deal. I think probably like every 2 to 3 years, my dad will put us on the road and take us somewhere. So, and especially with like eating out, like, of course, we didn't eat out a lot, like how my kids could just go to McDonald's or your kids could probably just go to KFC or whatever. We didn't do a lot of that. We pretty much ate inside the house. So when I seen the Roy Rogers and stuff and we on vacation, my face lit up. We ready. We about to throw down. And Lord behold, my dad popped that trunk and took out that cooler and got that lunch meat out, them canned sodas and that cheese. I would never forget it. I know my little face at that young age where I said, disappointed, you don't pull up. Like right. You don't pull up to no rest stop with your kids. Let me tell y'all that parents right now. If you're not getting them kids nothing to eat, pull in Walmart parking lot and make them sandwiches in Walmart parking lot. Don't be pulling up to no rest stop where it's about 4 or 5 places to eat. The kids hungry, they ready, and you whipping out some cold lunch meat. Okay, so we did what we had to do back then. But if you can help it and you got to make them some sandwiches, just pull into a nice park. Pull down Haynes Point, pull in the Walmart parking lot. Don't get them having a taste for Burger King and Roy Rogers, and you know that they about to get a sandwich. Okay, so let's definitely be mindful of that. Did anybody hear the comment that the president made? They were talking to him about the price of everything going up so high, and he made a comment, and it was a cuss word, and he didn't know that the mic was on. And I know that my old supervisor, when I was in the call center, always said, watch what you say and watch what you do, because the mic and the camera is always on. And that just recently happened to our president. Did anyone hear that? He was talking to someone, and he made a comment, and he didn't know the mic was still on. I think he called the person a son of a bitch, if I'm not mistaken. And so it was a lot of, of course, a lot of heat behind that, and he had to respond. And I'm pretty sure that's what he called him. So with that being said, we're talking about inflation a little bit, right? And we're talking about the price of how high and how expensive things are, because we talked about traveling and we know that gas is extremely expensive. Like, has anybody else been watching gas? We keep it going real goes right when it keep and gas has increased a whole bunch. Food, oh my gosh, we talked about chicken maybe like 2 months ago, the price of chicken. So how does that play in? So I'm going to go back to what the original question was. Do you plan on traveling for 2022? You know that the numbers are up right now. So are we going to just miss out on another year of doing what we want to do? So I want to hear from you all right now. What are your plans? Do you plan to travel? I am actually on vacation this week. What I might do, electrical car. Hold on, what I might do. Dom, you got to come back to me again. I might have missed something with that. But right now, I am on a week's vacation. My vacation started on Monday. I'm on vacation until Friday. And I don't even know if it's a vacation because I ain't been in the office, but of course we don't really go in the office a lot anyway. Um, Okay. But even though we don't go in the office a lot anyway, so I have definitely been trying to stay off the computer because even when I'm off, I try to make sure I send the reports and stuff for my supervisor. But I'm definitely trying to stay off of that. I've been taking my granddaughter to school. I've been watching my other granddaughter. So that's been fun. I don't have anywhere to go, but I have like 500 and some hours of leave only because the agency has been so gracious to continue to let us carry over again. But I need to use that leave because I know that's going to be coming to an end soon. So I took a week off in January. I'm taking a week off in February, and I'm taking a week off in March. I'm taking a week off around my mom's birthday in March to do some things. And I am going out of town next month, and I'll be off a week next month, right? Traveling next month. So looking forward to that. So let's see. I'm traveling. So yes, sister, you said you're traveling for sure. Yeah, he did. He apologized, but he meant it. Looks so he apologized. He meant it. Okay. New Orleans is and Jamaica is planned so far. So you're gonna do both of them this year, sis. The outstanding. So Yanni's taking me to New Orleans for my birthday. Jamaica is my favorite place by far. But I think you have to be we know that you need a passport to go to Jamaica, and I don't know about the vaccination part. I'll look into that and share that with y'all as well. I plan to travel and live life as much as possible. At this point, everybody has had at this point everybody has had COVID. Even if it hasn't been documented, like I'm a true believer that I don't think everyone has been documented because it comes in so many different types of forms. And although they scare us with the most severe, and I do know that people are passing from it. Matter of fact, my mom just lost her cousin who was like an aunt to me just the other day from COVID related. But so I definitely do know that it is serious, but I do think it comes in different forms. Let's see. Probably around my birthday when it's more hot. Yes, I think that when the weather kind of gets more warm, I think that we don't have as many issues with COVID because I think COVID is related to cold and flu season. So with the normal cold and flu season, it's normal for most people to get sick around that time of the year, first and foremost. So then with the virus going on in conjunction, is really playing a part. I do see that they are recommending a shot for. They are recommending a shot for the what is the new one? Omicron, I think it is. I hope I said that right. They are recommending a new shot for that. They have a new shot out for that. So they're recommending that. And my question is, with that, and ready to travel, every time a new strain come out, will that require a new booster? Will that require a new shot every time a new strain come out? Because that would be very interesting. Okay. Yep, the both. That's right, sister. Great. You just need to get COVID tested going to Jamaica. We went in October. Oh, okay. So you do not have to be vaccinated. You just have to have a COVID test. Okay. Jamaica is my favorite spot. Um, So do anyone else have any plans? And do anyone else, like I said, I am going to California next month, and Yanni is taking me to New Orleans in May. I'm looking forward to that because I've never been to New Orleans and I really want to go there, as well as I want to go to spend more time in California. I drove down to California from Vegas, but it was just like a day trip. So spending some days there, I think we're going to be there 5 days. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, Cali. And if anyone, goes to Cali or travels there, and knows some things that we can do for fun. I know I want to try the beach. I know I want to find some good places to eat. And Yanni showed me that there's a lot of museums there. So if someone knows a must see or must do while I'm there next month, please share so that I could try to put that on my bucket list to get done. So anyone else? What about you, Nathaniel? Are you going anywhere this year? Are you going anywhere this year? I know you normally like to travel. Let's see. I said, look, Dayon is texting me saying, girl, you been to Cali. I just said that. I said I've been there, but we drove from Vegas to Cali. No, hold on. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we drove from Cali to Vegas. Okay, but okay, so I went for my cousin David's wedding and we stayed there on base. So maybe it was vice versa because I know we did both. So aside from being there with the family and aside from doing a day trip, one or the other, y'all know I go on these trips all the time and I never can remember anything. And I know people think I make stuff up all the time. So I'll be having a call on Diamond or Yanni and be like, where did we go? Because I can never remember where we stayed or where we went. So Dayon's, I guess, is saying I had it backwards. So we actually stayed in Cali and visited Vegas. But again, that was with family. We did family events. We did like a event the day before the wedding. We spent a whole day with them before the wedding, and then we drove to Vegas. I think we were only there 4 or 5 days. So this time I get to stay where I'm at. Yeah, me and Pookie going on the guys trip for my birthday. That is nice, Don. All he got to do is pay for you. Okay. And that sounds fair because you're a great little brother. I don't see any reason why he shouldn't pay for you. Okay. So I would love to hear more about that trip. I might can even get y'all Uber to the airport, right? Anyone else? Mika, Pookie, I'm waiting to hear what y'all got in store. I know you say you want to travel, and Mika, I know that you're a little spontaneous, so you don't have to really like put that much time in it. You're just kind of the up and go type. But is there anyone else having plan on going anywhere? Even if waiting for the numbers to come down, but where would you like to go? And if you're just saying, hey, I'm not traveling because of these numbers, when do you think that you will travel? Like, are we going to just be in this particular place where we can't go anywhere or do anything until COVID is gone? Because what really would that look like? Well, is that an option? Will it be gone? Or do we need to just live and not just exist, right? I'm going to NOLA. Okay, so let me make sure I got this right. So I'm thinking Dayon, it says she's going to NOLA and she's taking me. So I'm thinking, hold on, maybe NOLA is New Orleans. Because I know people have different. Is NOLA New Orleans? Maybe she'll respond back and let me know. But she said she's going to NOLA and she's taking me. That's this shit, right, sis? Well, I would definitely go. Just give me the heads up so I can have some money. But not only do I gotta have some money, but I gotta get permission too, sis. Yeah. So, and Yanni said she's going to Florida next month for her friend's bridal shower. Yes, it's no. Okay, thank you, sister. I've never heard NOLA though. Okay, that's cute, NOLA. Okay, so so Yanni says she's going to Florida next month, and okay, so NOLA is in May, Florida is next month, and then hopefully she can get an international trip in this year. So I ain't really looking to go too far this year. That's one thing I don't want to do is really go out of the United States while COVID is going on. Because I do feel like we have more resources here than anywhere else. And I just don't know, want to be somewhere and I can't even speak the language that I need to speak to get the right. So I'm really comfortable here. United States get on my nerves sometimes, but I like it here. I don't have no plans of moving in the woods or up and leaving. So I like it right here. And let's see, anything else, any more trips that I'm trying to do Cancun in July for my birthday. Okay, because Christian was going to go to Cancun this month. Was it this month or next month? He had planned to go to Cancun, and I know he was having some issues with his passport. It had not expired, but it was damaged, and they told him that they couldn't even give him an appointment till the first week of February. Because you know how you used to be able to go to the passport office and get like an emergency passport if you could show them that you already had a plane ticket, but they were not accepting that. So if you are planning to travel outside of the United States, please you make sure your passport is ready to go. Don't bank on waiting to the last minute and going downtown and getting it, because their appointments are backed up for emergency passports as well. I think the only exception they're making if someone is ill, like terminal ill and things of the nature, those are the only exceptions that they are making, right? And let's see what else do we have. So we talked about trying to travel in. I know when we think about travel, everybody wants a beach, they want sand, they may want to gamble, but consider staying right here. I don't know if you all know it or not, but New York City has something called the Sex Museum, and I'm not extremely freaky or anything like that. I just thought that was exciting. So if you're a couple, of course, we wouldn't be taking our kids there, but if you're a couple and that's somewhere you want to visit, I can't go there right now because I don't care for the cold, and New York City is colder there than it is here. So I definitely know I'm not driving up to New York, but once the weather break, I may take a weekend, leave on a Saturday morning, spend Saturday and Sunday there, come back Sunday night or early Monday morning, and do something like that. But take advantage of things that's within 4 hours, because whenever I drive, I try not to drive more than 4 hours. So, they did state yesterday when they were talking about national travel things that airline tickets are extremely reasonable right now. I got really good tickets through Southwest, and with Southwest is one of my favorites because of the free baggage. And they had a 3-day sale going on a couple of weeks ago, but I do see that they're advertising another sale. So the good thing about Southwest is they're really flexible with you changing your date or changing the name on the ticket, which a lot of other airlines don't accommodate you that way. So please look into that. Let's see. Okay, you said Cancun. I think I may go. And oh, sis, that's what I was thinking about with Cancun. I know that they were having like a little drug war going on there. I'm not sure how that's going now, but make sure you look into that about a month before going in. I think I may go to Atlantic City and use my free rooms. Okay, so you put an S on it, so it means it's an extra room. So that means that you need to bring an extra sister. So I would definitely ride with you to Atlantic City. So let me know what you're doing with those free rooms. But try to do some things. I know that before, I know that when Pookie and Yanni was younger, we did a lot of traveling right here in the United States. Like I took them on and my mom would go with us, and I think we even did a few when Shamika and Donna was young. But we would take the Duck in DC, or we would take the sightseeing, whatever that is. You sit up high on the bus. I would take them to the Arlington Cemetery. We went to the monument, and it would give us a ride around DC. It would tell us what the different buildings is. We would go visit, pack a lunch. We'll have some ice cream. So when I'm talking about traveling, I am not counting your money at all. I'm just saying, let's take care of some of the resources. Most of the people on my team, that view my Tea Time are African American. So if you're African American and you're visiting Tea Time and you haven't been to the African American Museum, let's start there. So that's what I mean by DC has some really nice hotels, for police officers, for government workers. Reach out to some of them and see if you can get a discounted hotel room. Go downtown, get your hotel room, visit some things on the mall. If you get something in walking distance, that way you don't have to worry about paying for parking or dealing with DC tickets. So when we talk about that, okay, so of course, Yanni, back to her traveling. Yari's mommy, she said she's also going on a ski trip next month. Okay, but make sure that you all reach out to things of such, go down on the mall, spend the weekend on the mall, where you can catch the subway, pay for a hotel room, pack a lunch, and then you should be good from there with it, right? Right here first. And you should be good from there with that, right? So, and take advantage of some of those things. So it's not always about spending a lot of money. I know that when Yanni was at Hampton University, I used to enjoy going to Hampton. They have the Jazz Fest down there. They also have, like little beaches. in the bathroom. They also have little beaches, and you got Virginia Beach down there, but they also have like a little Hampton Roads beach. So that's another spot that's really inexpensive. If you travel to Hampton, just make sure you don't do it around graduation time, because those hotel rooms around graduation time down in Hampton is really expensive. That's how they make their money, right? They're really expensive. So if you could not do that, get a hotel room around that time and just focus on trying to get it, at an off season time with most places, that would be a really good deal, right? So let's see. Mom on live, please, because mom's trying to tell me something. Hold on one second. I tried to let her know I was on live, but I don't think she heard. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Okay. So and it looks like my sister them is coming in here. Sister, is that you coming in here? Look at her. Look at her coming in here. She must want to come say hi to tea time. Yanni, someone's coming in behind you. Yeah, so just keep those types of things in mind. Also keep in mind trips like Massanutten. I think Deep Creek is really expensive. Some people enjoy it. I visited there. It was one of the places that I had never been to. So I had the opportunity to go there about 2 years ago, like a family trip with family friends. I enjoyed it, but it's not something that's like really on the top of my list. I know Yanni talked about wanting to go to New York for the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. We looked into that. It's really expensive. It still may be a goal. We haven't ruled it all the way out. Okay, but it's also something that we're looking at. I would rather stay in an Airbnb and have some family time and have a Thanksgiving dinner and all those types of things. So just giving other ideas of things to do and places to go and people to see. So anyone else, any other trips or anything of that nature? Anything else? You want to come and say hi, Nadia? My niece is coming to say hi. It's so cute. Say hi. That's Mika's daughter, y'all. Yes, she wanted to say hi on tea time. And let's see, anything else? Anyone else have any other trips? Pookie, you didn't chime in and let me know if you have a trip or not and where you're going. Anyone else have any other trips? Let's see. What about you, Midget? Any trips for you this year? Do you think you want to do anything or just step away just for a little bit somewhere? I know that you're really good with doing those like weekends getaways. I like that a lot. So do you have any of those planned as well? And let's see. And Mika, I'm serious about that. I see you was laughing at that. The rooms with an S on it, but yes, coming right with you. Anyone else have anything else that they could suggest as it relates to traveling? I know that they did say that, and I got sidetracked when I was supposed to mention that, but I know that they also said that the airplanes are safer to travel. I forgot what they compared it to, but they did say that it's really safe to travel right now. That the airplanes is safer than any other entity that would you be in, like your office or whatever. I don't think our offices are all that safe from COVID, but they did want you to be mindful of that. And with the gas prices, definitely pay attention to that. Definitely consider. I know my dad does a lot of what do you call those things, like timeshares? I don't know if they really call them, but he used to do those where we could get like free rooms and stuff. And right before COVID, like a year or so before COVID, he had gave me and my kids a 2-bedroom condo down in Ocean City. So it was free. It was wonderful. And it was truly a great, that was a great experience. So to be down Ocean City, because if you travel there, that those rooms are really expensive. So most importantly, live a little bit. I always like to say live and not just exist, because we all exist, from the day that you're born, we exist. But we definitely need to learn to live, and we can't live in fear, right? We definitely cannot live in fear. So make sure you live and not just exist. Know that the most important thing about your life is the dash. So we all have a birthday when we begin life, and we all have an end date that we have no control over, right? But most importantly, in between that is a dash, and that's the most important part of our life is the dash. So make sure that you're very mindful of that and that you're living your dash, because we know that we already here. If we're born, we're already here. We can't change that. And we do know that there's an end date. So why not enjoy the dash, right? Yes, for brother's birthday, still undecided. Also, you're gonna travel for brother's birthday, undecided for your birthday. Okay, great. Okay. Yes, live from the day that you are born until you're right in the hearse. Nothing ever so bad it could get exist. That's my motto right there. Live. I know when the preacher was preaching at my little cousin's funeral the other day, I know one of the things he said was, this is just not a virus or things of that nature. It's way more than that. Like, this shows you like the end of times, like, when he was preaching, talking about that. My mom used to tell me that all the time. And I know some of us are quiet, some of us are not as, like, may not be as much as an outgoer as me. But travel and enjoy your life, even if you're the quietest. And look, the library is a nice place that you can travel to. If you're not that person like me that want to be on live turned up at the brunch, you can always sure. So, if you're not that person, there are still things that you can do. If you're an introvert, still plenty to do. You have spas. Take advantage of a spa if you have not. And there's just so many things that we're missing in life as adults, and that we need to take advantage of. Treat yourself to a spa. Go to Groupon. Let me say that first and foremost. I am a Groupon traveler. Go to Groupon and take advantage of some of the things that they have on Groupon. Take advantage of that. It's really good. I know for my 40. Was it my 45th? I think it was my 40th birthday. Our trip to Jamaica was on Groupon. Very inexpensive. A great deal. So look into those types of things. That's really my go-to. I know there's other links out here, but I'm just a Groupon girl. So take advantage of trips and things of that nature that you see on Groupon as well. Do anyone else? Yes, love Groupon. You can get your spas from Groupon, nails, head down. You can get so much. You can travel to Jamaica. So many things to do on Groupon. So please make sure you take advantage of that. Is there anything else anyone wants to share as it relates to travel? Any great destinations that you found was really good, good prices? Look into that, because I know that if you're not someone who likes all the attention on you, travel sometimes can be better than a birthday party, because sometimes you can try to give yourself a birthday party, and by the time you had a person to do the balloons, the decoration, cater the food, you just spend a trip. So if you don't like people as much as I do, instead of spending all that money on traveling somewhere, spending all that money on a party, take you a nice trip. Cruise lines are back open. Of course, you have to definitely be vaccinated for that. Watch Groupon, because they can end up on Gilligan's. Okay, Mika want us to watch Groupon. Okay, and no, I'm gonna tell you who got me real good is Hotel.com. Watch Hotel.com. Like I'm gonna be suing them. I'm almost finished with the HOA. She cried at Tamika, but definitely don't be scared to sue anybody either. So if you have a bad experience with these trips or cruises or anything, sue people. Like, other races have gotten way ahead between life insurance policies and lawsuits. So African Americans, come on and get on board with that. We can do anything we want to do. So because I am definitely suing this place that got me good on Hotel.com. I'm gonna sue Hotel.com, and I'm going to sue that hotel, because I took pictures and they thought I was staying in. They had the sheets from the hotel bed on the in a shopping cart, in a giant shopping cart. So I don't even know how they got a giant shopping cart inside this hotel. And I'm just so disappointed for Hotel.com, because I'm thinking you're reputable. So why would you have this hotel on your website, right? But that's another story. When I found a name out of them, I air them out too. So is there anyone else that have anything as it relates to travel, being safe? Make sure you're being safe. Make sure you know when you're traveling also what the vaccination status is, because although you may be vaccinated, they still want you to show proof of a negative test results prior to traveling. So make sure you do that as well. You will also need to get one there if you're staying for a long period of time, okay? So make sure you look into that as well. And I don't think I have anything else other than to encourage you to get out and travel. Don't you let COVID, another minute, another day, dictate your life. Because I get it. It's definitely contagious. I've had it. I know that it's serious. But at the same time, car accidents are serious. HIV is serious. Cancer is serious. If you go to the gas station on Willow Road at a certain time of night, that's probably serious. So there, there's all types of ways that we can go out. But I tell you one thing, I don't want to go. Like, I like it. So I ain't one of those deep Christians that be like, oh Lord, come and give me that. If you have to go, come, I'll go. But I ain't like got my sign saying, hey Lord, I'm ready. So with that being said, live your life. We have to focus on not being fearful over things, but pray over everything and let God know that this is your temple. Like, God, you know my personality. You know how I am. And I like how I like to get down. So I'm his daughter. He know me very well, right? So he knows to give me an extra shield of protection, one for me being busy as I am, and the other one for me not having as much sense as I should. So, and if you have that kind of relationship with your father and whoever you honor, you can say the same thing. Hey, I'm yours. Don't forget, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Okay, so definitely be safe, social distance, wear your mask, but more importantly, enjoy your life. And as always, thank you all so much for sipping with a sister.